The New Orleans Pelicans are continuing to round into form, and with some younger players continuing to develop and get better, this team is looking scarier and scarier by the day. Of course, they do have their big four on the squad with Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, CJ McCollum, and Brandon Ingram, although Jonas has not been playing the most minutes this year. Everybody's stats are a little bit down across the board, but that's just because they got more guys producing. The bench is very deep this year. They can probably go about 11 deep on any given night. And they have very, very good defenders that are also very, very young. So we're going to be talking all about the New Orleans Pelicans today and about why the NBA is probably a little bit scared of them down in New Orleans. So make sure to like button, leave me a comment, and stick around for the full video. Now let's look at how they are 14-8 currently and the number 3 seed out west. Taking a look at the numbers, they are 5th in points per game this year, averaging about 117 a night, 6th in offensive rating. So the offense is clicking right now. It's going on all cylinders. 10th in opponents' points per game. They only give up about 110.5 points a night. And they are 3rd in defensive rating. So everything in the top 10, that's very good. 4th in the net rating. By the numbers, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. And hey, that kind of shows, it's not a fluke that they're up there in the top 3 in the West, especially in such a tough Western Conference. And the defense is key. I think the defense is the driving force of this team, and it all starts with Herb Jones. We're going to take a look here for about the next minute of what makes Herb so good, and we're going to use him guarding Kevin Durant here as the examples. Watch here as he fights over the screen, and again, Kevin Durant at 7 foot has such a high release point, it's almost impossible to guard, but watch him fight over the screen of Nick Claxton and still get there to get a hand up. He did such a good job against Kevin Durant. I believe this is opening night that he's proven himself as one of the best defenders in the NBA. This right here is a freakish play. He's got 2 feet in the paint in help side and recovers all the way out to block the 7-foot Kevin Durant's shot at, again, such a high release point, and he recovers all the way out there, gets to it before he can even get the shot off. That right there is special. Here he is again. He's become very good at chasing guys off screens, keeps his hand high, and yeah, he's going to reject the screen there by KD, go up, again, off another pin down by Claxton, and then Herb just does the rest. Absolutely clamping him down. Now, Herb on the year is averaging 10.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game, playing, very well on both sides of the ball. He's not the most efficient from downtown, but the defense is just so good that he gets to stay out there on the court. 45% from the field, 29% from 3, 1.2 steals, and 0.8 blocks on the year for Herb. Like I said, doing a little bit of everything. And then they've got the rising star of the team, the young guy, Dyson Daniels, who just had a big game versus the Toronto Raptors. Now, on the year, he's only averaging 5.6 points, 4 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 18 minutes a game. But if you look at the per 36 numbers, that's about 11 and 8. Those are good numbers for a rookie. He's not horribly inefficient. And at 6'7", playing point guard, wow, that's a nice move right there. 6'7", playing point guard, he can do a little bit of everything. He's going to be a triple-double threat on a nightly basis. You see, versus the Raptors the other night, he put up 14 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Like I said, triple-double threat on a nightly basis. Almost got it there. Wasn't able to get it. Needed a couple more assists and a couple more rebounds. But, hey, Dyson Daniels is going to be a guy that's going to be in their nightly rotation before long, and he's going to be an issue. Now they have even more clamps on the team because Dyson can really play defense, Herb can really defend, but they also got guys like Trey Murphy, who's averaging 13.3 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. And honestly, he brings a lot of value on the offensive side of the ball as well because he can hit threes from the Smoothie Center, or the Smoothie King logo, without hesitation. 48% from the field, 41% from 3, 1 steal per game. Then you also got Larry Nance Jr. averaging 9 points, 5.4 rebounds, 1.3 assists a game. But he's also a very good defender as well. More defense-oriented maybe than Trey Murphy. Shooting 66% from the field, 44% from 3, also averaging a steal and a block. And again, that's in limited minutes. So per 36, he's probably averaging closer to 2 steals and 2 blocks. Jose Alvarado, 9 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 2.4 assists a game. He's an absolute menace on the ball and sets the tone for the Pelicans. 45% from the field, 36% from 3, and 1.2 steals per game. So there's all these defenders and all but one is coming off the bench. Now, probably the biggest key for the Pelicans this year has been Zion's health. Him being able to stay healthy has really allowed them to continue to play better and better and better. 23.5 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, and you see those assist numbers are kind of up from last year. I believe he only averaged about 2.7, and that's because he creates so much gravity, so much attention is directed to him when he gets the ball, say, on a post-up on the block. The entire defense shifts his focus to him, and he's able to just dish it out for easy assists. I believe he had an opportunity for 22 assists last night, shooting at 60% from the field as well. So very high percentage scoring. He's really tough to stop. And people forget he's only 22 years old, playing in about 32 minutes a game. So he's been able to stay healthy, play full minutes. It's been a good season so far for Zion. Hopefully he can stay healthy the rest of the way because he's such a key for this Pelicans squad. Now the big three that we haven't even really talked about yet with Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and Jonas Valanciunas. Starting with Brandon Ingram, who's averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game so far this year, having one of the best seasons of his young career. He's down in points a little bit, but again, that's because the Pelicans have so many different options. 47% from the field and 47% from 3 this year for BI. Outstanding numbers. 1 steal per game as well. CJ McCollum, 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Being able to play that combo guard role for the Pelicans brings them so much versatility offensively. You look at his percentages as well. 41% from the field, 34% from 3. So not as efficient as you might like. But he's got to stay out there because he can play the point, he can play the 2, also averaging 1.2 steals per game, so he's defending, doing a little bit of everything. Now, Valanciunas has seen his minutes decrease a little bit, 14.3 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm not exactly sure why, but again, he's only playing 23 minutes per game. Per 36 numbers are looking monstrous, 55% from the field, and 44% from 3 on about an attempt per game. Really bringing that 3 ball into his game, and that's kind of scary, to be honest. Now, the outlook for this Pelicans team, right now, as you can see, they are tied with the Denver Nuggets for second place in the West, a game out of first. And again, this time last year, the Pelicans were like 1-16. It was not good for them. They've completely flipped the script, and I think they're going to challenge for that number 1 seed here before long. I feel like they're probably going to be able to compete with Denver and Phoenix, maybe not actually grabbing it, but Memphis is going to be up there. There's a lot of good teams in the West right now, and to see the Pelicans being tied for second is a very, very good sign. Now, the schedule is going to get a little rough here before long, although they do have 4 straight games at home starting, actually tonight at the time of this recording versus Denver. Well, actually, that starts in about an hour because this is being recorded at 1:40. And then you got Detroit, Phoenix twice. Those are going to be 2 good games. Utah twice, then Phoenix and Milwaukee. So some really, really good teams in the Western Conference that the Pelicans are about to have to play. So it's really going to show us what they're made of. I'm excited to see how Zion and company can, go up to the challenge. We'll see if they rise up or if they fall a little bit. Got Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones along with him. So I'm excited to watch this Pelican squad the rest of the year. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think the Pelicans are good enough to maybe grab that number 1 seed in the West? But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button. Like I said, leave me a comment. If you want to see more NBA content, make sure to come back later. We'll be posting every day. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.